James from BitPay here. We're coming at you from MRC Vegas 2019 here at the Aria, beautiful hotel. And I'm here with Trinh from Avnet, one of BitPay's newest customers and one of the biggest companies now in the world accepting Bitcoin payments. Sunny, tell us about yourself and about Avnet's role in the Bitcoin world now.
So, James, thank you for the interview. Avnet's a $19 billion Fortune 100 company, one of the largest in the world for electronics technology solutions. And we're very excited to be partnering with BitPay to accept cryptocurrency payment, Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. And I've been with Avnet now for about a year and a half. I'm the Vice President of Demand Creation.
And what was the story, and how did the discussion around accepting Bitcoin payments first come about for Avnet?
So, as I mentioned, Avnet's a solutions provider for a lot of different companies. We have over 2 million customers worldwide, and some of these customers are in the cryptocurrency space. One in particular was having us look at designing and manufacturing a hardware wallet for them. Since they're in the crypto space, they wanted to be able to pay us in Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. Well, that's not something that a company like Avnet typically does.
Right.
Working with you guys, we're able to find a way to make that happen, and essentially allow our customers, this customer in particular, to pay us in Bitcoin.
Interesting. So I'm very interested about the before and after the journey to finding BitPay, getting into Bitcoin payments, because obviously this is a first for a company like yourself, but you're obviously the perfect company to take this on, being an innovator in the space and dealing with the kind of companies that are building in the blockchain world. How did the conversation go internally about Bitcoin payments? What were some of the concerns, questions, things like that? I'm sure you've had conversations about going into this.
So the biggest concern is the volatility,
right,
and whether we would lose money. So our finance team, their job's to protect Avnet's money. And so when this was brought up, it's like, wow, is this, first of all, they're worried that maybe cryptocurrency or Bitcoin might not be around. So we might end up with a bunch of things, a bunch of currency that's worthless. And then in addition, they're worried that we take in a certain amount and then an hour later or a day later, it drops in half. But working with you guys, because what you're able to do and convert it to fiat money, to essentially US dollars, we're able to mitigate that and be able to move forward.
And what was the integration process like for you when you decided to move forward with BitPay? We take all the volatility risk out of the payment, as you said. And what was the integration process, and how long did it take to get up and running?
Really, it's just more of creating a payment process internally,
right,
to be able to get the invoice out to the customer, and then once we do that and you get payment through you guys and then you guys pay us, it's just putting a process in place, and that probably took about a month or so. Once we've got everybody on an agreement that
right,
this is the way we're going to move forward.
Within Avnet, what are some use cases beyond this kind of first initial payment, this first initial customer? Do you anticipate seeing any other customers interested in pursuing this option for those larger purchases with cryptocurrency?
Oh, we absolutely do. We, in order for cryptocurrency to work, it needs hardware to run it, right? Whether it's hardware wallets, like I mentioned, or mining equipment. And as fewer and fewer Bitcoins are available out there, the amount of Bitcoin that's being paid to the miners is getting less and less. So unless the value of Bitcoin increases significantly, it makes it harder for these companies to survive. Mm-hmm. And so what we do is we provide hardware that is more efficient, that works better, less expensive, whether it's through supercomputers or even ASICs. So Avnet does ASICs as well. We do custom chips, which a lot of the mining companies use. Well, we're providing solutions that work better and are cheaper, and essentially make it more viable for them to help this space stay alive and hopefully grow.
Well, one of the things we're really excited about at BitPay is potential for Bitcoin to kind of streamline and speed up cross-border payments. So when you're working with cross-border clients and customers who need electronics throughout their supply chain and throughout your supply chain, do you see any potential for Bitcoin to help Avnet and other companies similar in your space to speed up those payments and to reach more customers overseas?
Oh, absolutely. Because paying in the traditional way, whether it's bank wires or checks, it takes days, not weeks. Where working with you guys, literally within hours, right? We're seeing money, because I know the way that we work with you guys, there's a small window,
right,
where we have agreed upon conversion rate, and in order for the customer to be able to utilize that agreed upon amount, they have to act within, I think, a 15-minute window. Does that sound about right?
Yep.
So that moves everything much quicker, and I think it makes everybody happy.
And I'm curious, when the first payment came through to Avnet, what were some interesting were there any surprise reactions from folks internally at Avnet who maybe were more skeptical about coming into blockchain payments world? Any interesting conversations that happened afterward about, wow, I didn't expect this part of it? in this
Really,
experience?
the only surprise was how quick it happened, and how seamless and easy it was to work with you guys with BitPay to get our payments through. So that was a pleasant surprise. So no really negative surprise by any means. There's still people that are still a little concerned, but I think until we get more and more transactions in place, then I think that'll really ease out any of those issues or concerns they have.
That's great. And so you're going to be on a panel today here at MRC Vegas at 1:15 with BitPay and also with Microsoft, one of our other clients. And I'm curious, what are some things you'd like the companies here and the companies maybe watching online to take away from your own experience looking internally at Avnet and knowing the technology space back and forth about your view on where blockchain payments are going and what you think other companies should take away and think about as they consider their own blockchain payment strategies?
So I think this is the wave of the future. Is it going to take over fiat currency? No, but I think it's going to complement it. And since everything's moving into the digital world, right, and into technology, this is just a big piece of that. And again, it makes transactions easy, and it allows companies to be connected much quicker. And at some point, I think it's going to help cross boundaries as well, geographic boundaries. Because I know right now, BitPay, working with you guys, we don't, or you don't accept payment in every country. But there's more and more that's being accepted, if I remember correctly.
Almost every country around the world, actually. Bitcoin's almost universal.
Wow, okay, because Avnet's a global company as well, too, right? And so this makes it much easier as well, rather than having to worry about converting, whether it's yens or rubles or something into U.S. dollars. Working with like Bitcoin Cash, if it's accepted worldwide, then we're working with one currency.
Right. No, it's an exciting space. We're all looking forward to getting further into with Avnet and companies like you. And I think the potential for blockchain payments, potential for the technology space in particular to take advantage of this payment method is tremendous. And so, really excited. Thank you again for talking with us. Best of luck in your talk today at MRC.
Thank you.
Thanks.